So welcome everyone that are joining this evening. Welcome Christina. Welcome April, Nisha, Anne, Sudesh, and Ellen. And if you want to mute yourself because there's some noises in the background. Yes, thank you. Thank you. But keep your camera on. This is wonderful. So my name is Dr. Monique Giard. I'm a clinical counselor and I'm a master teacher and master healer at the Master Sha Dao Center, Vancouver. And it's been an incredible journey for me to learn from Dr. Sha and Dr. Rulin Shu, Dao Science. And so who is Dr. Sha? For those of you who don't really know who he is, he's a medical doctor of traditional Chinese medicine and medical doctor in Canada of allopathic medicine, Western medicine. And at a very young age, he always wanted to understand the root cause of illness at any level, physical level, mental level, emotional level, and spiritual level. And all his life, he searched for a way to alleviate suffering. And that for me was really, really impressive when I learned about his trajectory as a young man, as a university student, and later as a medical doctor. That was not enough to know about the medical field. It is when he met his spiritual teacher, Master Guo, that he received incredible guidance how to connect our soul, heart, mind, body with a healing field that is called by Lao Tzu, a philosopher, Tao the Source. And it's when I met Dr. Rulin as well, and I started learning about Tao science, that everything for me came together. And Dr. Rulin met um, Dr. Zhigang Shah when she was at university, and herself, she was looking for an answer to what's called the grand unifying field, the grand unification field. She had a quest, but until then, until she met Dr. Shah, she couldn't find a way, and this is the dream of all quantum physicists, to understand the grand unification field. And so she met Dr. Shah, and together they collaborated in understanding where do we come from? What's the purpose of our life? And together they brought spirituality connecting with the field and science together. And that in itself is very exciting because it's answering many of our questions. We want to have harmony, we don't have it, and we don't know how to change it. We want to have good health, and we get sick, and people get sick over and over, even when they seek the highest, best medical doctors, illness comes back. We want success, and then we feel blocked. So when we combine together the teaching of ancient wisdom that Dr. Jigangsha brought to us with the quantum field, everything, we can understand everything. And so I will ask April to show slide 6. And I would like to show to everyone, because everybody needs to understand deeply before we address the issue of humility, because that's the theme of tonight. How can humility help us on our journey? Humility can really help us because it is actually the opposite of having ego. And that's what we discover. Ego in psychology means something different. But when we are on a journey to self-improvement, when we are on a journey to connect with our soul, ego takes another meaning, much more profound than any meaning I may have learned in psychotherapy. So tonight, we will understand the meaning of the deep meaning of that Qian humility, and why it is important to have humility in our life. And so I can share screen if that's okay, April. Uh, I want to show you this slide, Shen Shijing. Yeah, the law of Shen Shijing. We need to understand this to understand why it's important to understand humility. And I'm gonna Shen Shijing. When we feel blocked, and it could be in relationships, it could be with our health, it could be with our finances. The heart is the center, is the receiver in Tao science. The heart needs to be open to receive the information from the soul, your soul, and the soul world. And sometimes people try to process everything at the mind level. Everything, often people try to process things by questioning, by ruminating, and going in the mind. And they can't sleep. They're overthinking, or they get agitated. They're overthinking. Yes, the mind tries to understand, but the heart needs to be open to receive information from the source, intuition, guidance. So when the heart is open, the mind can relax and have a positive message, because that's the key in the Shen Qijing theory. If you're holding a negative message at any level, a negative information at the soul level, or a negative feeling at the heart level, or a negative thought process, it will affect your energy level. You'll have less energy. That's why we have the negative sign. It's all consequential. And if you have less energy or too much energy, it will affect your body at the cellular level. So today, for example, I was talking with a client with bipolar disorder. And my client was told by the medical field it's non-curable. So when you're given such a negative statement about the medical field that, oh, this is not curable, you'll have to take medication for the rest of your life, well, that's very depressing. And actually, this client was referred to me because this person was feeling suicidal. So, are you accepting people, April? There's two people in the, yeah. Thank you, April. Thank you so much. So, the person was having a really negative message from the medical world, and it was affecting the heart, feeling very depressed. It was affecting her mind. She couldn't sleep, she couldn't function, she couldn't study, she couldn't do anything. And the energy level was really low. And of course, the body was being affected. So when I did a session with this client with bipolar disorder, I said, let's do a practice to clear, to boost the energy in your body. And so we did a practice. And I asked the person at the end of the practice, how do you feel? What's happening? What's your experience? And the person said, I'm not thinking anything. I said, congratulations. That's what you want. You want a peaceful mind. You want a peaceful heart. And that's the purpose of our practices, to open the field of energy, open the channels so you can have a peaceful mind and a peaceful heart. So that's why the Shen Shi Jing law is very important. So thank you, thank you. So now let's do a practice so you understand why we need to open the channel. We're going to practice the Qi channel to open the channel. And so when you're having a mind that's super active, you can relax and say, okay, it's okay. And humbly request your mind to relax. So humility is to accept that something is being activated and to accept to receive from the quantum field something that can help to relax our mind and relax our body. So together today, we will start with the Qi channel. Take time to do this. And so first, we're going to do the 5 power technique. Sit up straight. And I really invite you to take this time for yourself today. Really take time. This is your practice. This is your moment to connect with the field. So feet flat on the floor if you can. The body is upright, away from the back of your chair, and put one hand over the belly button and one hand, and that will follow the Qi channel. One hand will remain at the belly button and one hand will follow the Qi channel all the way during the practice. And the breath power. Take a deep breath through your nose. Hold 2 seconds and exhale through your mouth. Relax completely. Inhale through your nose. Hold. Exhale through your mouth and relax. You are preparing your body to receive the deepest healing and transformation of your ego nature with greatest humility. Take another deep breath in. Prepare yourself for the session. Exhale and relax. And it would be really good if you can open your video so I can see that you're focused. I can witness your practice. Thank you. Sorry. That's, I will get the Qi channel going. Oh, here we go. Qi channel. Yes. Breathe in with Dr. Shah.
Hey.
Deep breath in, first soul house.
Hey.
Deep breath in, first soul house, chakra.
Hey.
Deep breath in, first chakra. Can you
Hey.
hear the sound, April? 2 thumbs up. Thank you.
Hey.
Deep breath in the abdomen. Second chakra.
Hong.
Deep breath in.
Hong.
Deep breath in.
Hong.
Deep breath in. Really focus on your practice.
Hong.
Sincere practice.
Hong.
Third chakra.
Hong.
Third chakra.
Hong.
Deep breath in.
Hong.
Deep breath in.
Hong.
Deep breath in.
Hong.
Fourth chakra. Move your hand over your message center.
Ah.
Deep breath in. Visualize the light.
Ah.
Deep breath in. Ah.
Ah.
Deep breath in. Keep your body
Ah.
upright, still. Visualize the light. Keep your head upright,
Ah.
Sudesh. Upright.
In a few words.
And then
Ritual description. Sorry. For all COVID-19 related questions, including at-home test kits, etc.
Deep inhale.
She.
Follow your hand at your throat.
She.
Deep inhale.
She.
Fifth chakra, hand over your forehead.
Yi.
Deep inhale. Yi. Feel the vibration in your forehead, in your head.
Yi.
Breathe in.
Yi. Yi.
Move your hand on top of your head.
Om.
Light above your head.
Om.
Light above your head.
Om.
Breathe in.
Om.
Deep inhale.
Om.
Deep inhale. And now in the back,
Yo.
visualize the light in your Mingmen point across from your belly button.
Yo.
Deep inhale. Yo.
Yo.
Deep inhale. Yo.
Yo.
Inhale. Yo.
Yo.
Inhale. Now the whole mantra.
Hei heng hong a xi wong yu.
Deep inhale.
Hei heng hong a xi wong yu.
Deep inhale.
Hei heng hong a xi wong yu.
Deep inhale.
Hei heng hong a xi wong yu. Hei heng hong a xi wong yu. 黑哼哼啊西翁哟，黑哼哼啊西翁
Close your eyes.
哟，
Concentrate on the mantra.
黑哼哼啊西翁哟，黑哼哼啊西翁哟，黑哼哼啊西翁哟。
How we thank you to the mantra. Thank you to the mantra. So now tonight we're talking about transforming ego nature. So first we need to know what is the ego nature. And so there's yin ego and yang ego. The yang ego is the ego that we sometimes can feel when someone sounds like it knows it all and is not really listening to you or not really wanting to listen to your point of view. Or the yang ego is a person that only wants to do it their own way and are not necessarily willing to learn something new or to hear your perspective. Or the person might, if the person has a yang ego, the person is not willing to take responsibility for the feelings. I feel this way, and to look inward. A young ego often wants to blame others for what they are experiencing inward. Our feelings are our feelings, and that's why it is so important in this field together that we can together in the field transform any negative information in the heart, any disturbance in the heart, any disturbance in the mind. So if you have a young ego, you're resisting transforming your own mind, transforming your emotions, transforming your mindset. You have a young ego. And sometimes it's resisting transforming anger, sadness, depression, worry, fear, all kinds of emotions. We're resisting. Why are people resisting? Oftentimes, it's because it has been a coping mechanism. I know in psychotherapy, many people have heard of coping mechanism. It's a mechanism, it's a habituation that has been taken on as a way to overcome, like to manage something, but it's not necessarily positive. A coping mechanism is not necessarily positive or good for you. It's only coping. It is not bringing harmony in the body. Now, a yin ego is often an ego that thinks less of the self. I'm not good enough. The ego is shrinking. It's not in balance. It's not uh, accepting the skills, the talents, the goodness in self. It's not connecting with the true self. It's lower and smaller than the true self. And the person may say, I don't know enough, I can do this. Or the person may feel embarrassed about something or ashamed of something. And instead of going deeply into the emotion, is trying to blame the environment for what's happening inside. So I would like to share a slide with you and to show you. So I'm going to share this slide on my PowerPoint, this one. So you will see the, the meaning of Da Qian Bei to really understand. Oh, Da Qian Bei. You can see on the slide, and give me 2 thumbs up if you can see my slide. And I'm looking at, yes, thank you. So on the left part, you see the traditional Chinese in Mandarin of Da Qian Bei. Da means greatest, Qian means respect, Bei, and that's what I want to explain the meaning of the Da Qian Bei. When you really truly respect someone, Da Qian, you do not fight. You listen to what the person has to say, even when you disagree. You're willing to listen and not fight back. That is truly the deep meaning of Da Qian Bei. Being humble to listen to someone or something, being soft, being gentle, and not fight or argue back or compete. This is in the middle, the, the true meaning of Qian. And Bei is very interesting. The upper part, the first loop inside the little house, the first loop means this is the number one. What does that mean, the number one here? It means somebody that can be your teacher. So right now I'm your teacher. I'm teaching something about Da Qian Bei. So if you were to argue with me, that would not be in line with Da Qian Bei, because I'm teaching something completely new that I learned from uh, Dr. Shah about the true meaning of Da Qian Bei that he received from guidance. So I'm sharing with you very high wisdom from Dr. Zhigang Shah. So the second loop underneath number one means servant under number one. That means that you are absorbing the information, listening to the information, and you're not either arguing or competing. In relationship, it's the same. To listen to somebody's point of view, really open the heart to listen to what the person is saying, even if you disagree, and to validate what the person is saying. In other words, you become a servant of number one. You're listening to the guidance, or you're listening to someone's point of view. So that Xianbei, the true meaning is to be soft, gentle, to not fight, argue, or compete, and to know that doing that we can improve persistently. And if we lose humility in the field, in the quantum field, we can drop and fall down deeply. That means in order to be successful in relationship, finances, business, soul journey, soul purpose, we need to have humility. And if anything happens, we are in a conflict, we need to apologize and say, okay, I'm sorry, let's try this again. And to really listen to the person who's guiding you, teaching you, or maybe it's an authority figure. There's always something to learn from a person. So how do we transform any of our issues when we have conflict, when we are in a business or a family or environment where there's a lot of tension? Well, that's what we're going to do tonight. Learn to be soft, gentle, and to transform the ego nature that wants to fight back, or the ego nature that becomes silent. It doesn't mean to be silent, it means to stay connected. And so, what I'd like you to do now is close your eyes and think of a situation in your life that is calling for healing. Maybe it's a recent situation. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's an emotion that you'd like to transform. So stay with it. And what I would like you to do is think of a situation when you are disconnecting. That means it's a yang ego that is disconnecting, thinking, well, I'm right, I'm going to do it my way, and I'm disconnecting. Because in the Tao quantum field, it calls for oneness, to stay connected in a good way with people, even in the face of adversity. That doesn't mean you have to marry everybody. No, that means you're keeping harmony. You're staying connected in the quantum field of oneness. Think of situation when you feel like disconnecting. It's the yang ego. I'm going to do it my way. Or I want to write it I want you to write in the chat both. I have yin ego when I don't speak up, when I disconnect and cut off, or when I shy away. I'm not asking for what I need, or I'm not asking for what would work for me, but negotiating. So ask yourself, when are you yin? So you write in the chat, I am more yin with, sometimes you can be more yin with a partner. You can be more yin at work. You don't speak up. You don't ask for what you need or want. Or you may be more yang. I don't know. So please share in the chat. So, for example, for me, when I'm teaching, I feel more yang. I feel comfortable. And when I've been a teacher many, many years in the school district, I felt more yang. Maybe not so arrogant, but I felt comfortable, let's say. And maybe at times I may not have been listening enough. I know I need to improve, to listen more. Listen, listen, listen. And I know for myself that I tend to be more yin in a relationship with my partner, for example. And I've learned with the teachings of Master Sha how to stay connected, to be gentle and soft, and ask for what would work for me, and negotiate that space. So it's very important in relationship, for example, to be yin and ask, to have a balance, ask for what we need. So I'm going to read some comments because it's important to understand. Yeah, I am Christina. Thank you, Christina Lapitan. I am more yang in my job. Yes, yes. I am more yin when in a close relationship. Yes, and that's very good, Christina. And more yang when feeling anxious and afraid. Yes, that is so powerful. That is so true. Yes, and Heather is writing, I am more often yin to try to keep the peace. Yes. So what we learned tonight is how do we keep a balance? And Annie, right, it's difficult to submit to something that is hurting my health. More yin. Yes, yes. Sometimes we need to find a balance in what it is that you need to do to really keep your health going and accept to receive guidance. Yes. Barbara writes, I am more yang when I think I am right and when the stakes are high. Yes, it's true. It happens. It's very good that you're noticing that. To keep a balance, to notice when that happens, and to take a deep breath, the way we're going to do with the practice tonight. Anna, she writes, I need to learn how to defend my position in the conversation, not going into yin or yang. Actually, Anna, this is a very good comment because it's a balance of both. To stand up and be gentle and soft. That's that Qian Bei. Gentle and soft like water. Yin is water, yeah, and yang is fire. So we want to be more like water and yet stand up for our beliefs, our stand up for uh, our beliefs, not our belief, our not the virtue, the stand up for our uh, yeah, yeah, stand up for ourselves. Yeah. So, Robert, this is very good that you're noticing that sometimes you're disconnecting because the whole purpose of the Tao field, Tao quantum field, is to stay connected. Disconnecting brings disharmony and chaos. The quantum field is helping us to stay connected with an open heart. So Catherine is writing, I am more yin with family now. Yeah, good to show my softer side. Yes, congratulations. Yes, we want to be more yin with the family. Yes, thank you for sharing. And so now we're going to do the practice and we're going to ask the field, dear, uh, actually, I'm going to offer, I want to do a demo because everybody is so wonderful that it's always nice to connect and offer a blessing to someone that is ready to open the heart, ready to transform the ego nature, and ready to uh, have more humility. What is humility? Is to accept our shortcomings and be willing to transform them. To be soft and gentle with ourselves as well. Be soft and gentle with others. Yeah? So I'm just gonna. Andrea is writing, I am more yin with my partner, not asking for what I need. I'm more yin to avoid conflict. Yeah, so it's important to more yin to avoid conflict, expecting certain behaviors from the other, and when they may not react that way. Yes, so it's good because humility is also to be able to communicate from the heart something that's really important, something that is in line with the source in terms of staying connected and in line with your values, with the values of Tao, the source, with the values of everything. Yeah, if you need something that's important for harmony, you need something that's important for your well-being, then it's important to be able to do so, to communicate humbly. And sometimes I know for myself, when let's say I'm in conversation with my son and it's very, very important, and I open my heart, and sometimes tears would come down because I know it's the truth. And when you reach the truth of the moment, being humble and to apologize for something that has caused stress, a situation that may have caused, you know, distress, to apologize. And then the heart opens completely. So let us do a practice tonight, and then first I will look through heaven who is receiving a crown chakra blessing for kindness, to be kind with yourself, to be soft, to be gentle with yourself, so you can open your heart to receive from the source the healing that you need. So I'm just going to check with heaven who is receiving tonight the crown chakra blessing. So you want to receive, you can open your video. Yeah. So uh, if you're willing to open, who else is willing to receive a crown chakra blessing? Open your video if you want. Okay.
Is there a fee? I'm sorry.
A demo, there will be a fee later on, but a demo is always complimentary. So tonight is Joanne Bergeron is what heaven is choosing for receiving that crown chakra blessing for kindness, to open your heart to yourself, to be soft and gentle. Because, yeah, congratulations, Joanne. So I will call Guanyin, because I am a Guanyin lineage holder. I can offer a Guanyin lineage holder crown chakra blessing for kindness. To Joanne Bergeron. The field is opening as well to offer Joanne a blessing with the mantra of Guanyin. So everybody, you can receive a little bit of the field, the Tao field that's created with the calligraphy and with the presence of Guanyin. Open your heart to receive. Da Jian Shu Jian Shu Da Zi Da Bei Zhou Gu Zhou Nan Guan Da Yuan Man Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Ling Gui Shang Shu Qian Shu Qian Yan Da Zu Zhunan Guanda Yuan Man Guan Shuyin Pu Sa Ling Wei Shan She Qian Shou Zhunan Guanda Yuan Man Guan Shuyin Pu Sa Ling Wei Shan She of Crown Chakra blessing top of your head, Joanne, all the way down. Beautiful channel of light. And the heart, your heart is opening and it's removing all kinds of negative messages of guilt or remorse of past situations. It's releasing and clearing with this crown chakra blessing. And kindness is now inscribed, and the calligraphy Da Qian Bei is taking place all through your body. Da Qian Bei, soft and gentle and kind. Da Qian Bei, softness, kindness is inscribed in your heart. Congratulations, Joanne, for receiving the crown chakra blessing. So open your mic. How do you feel?
Thank you so much. I feel like I was gone. I said, when you said Joanne, I said, oh, I need to come back. I was completely relaxed. I saw beautiful light. And yeah, was very like in another state of consciousness. And I feel very honored and blessed to have received the crown chakra blessing for kindness for myself. It's so easy to be kind with others, but less with ourselves. So it's very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Good, congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
everybody, if you want to receive the crown chakra blessing for kindness, you can stay after the class. And normally a crown chakra blessing is $300 because it's a very big clearing, very big shower of light. And tonight is a very special fee of 200 Canadian for crown chakra blessing for kindness to open and align yourself with Dachian Bei. So we will continue the practice and we will trace. We don't have, Dachian Bei is not offered on Google. It's a very special calligraphy. And so we will trace Da I, but with the mantra Dachian Bei. And I myself in the process of becoming a Tao calligraphy practitioner. So eventually I'll be able to show my own calligraphy, but it is not public. That Qianbei is not a public calligraphy. You need to have a calligraphy to trace. So I do have Da'ai because I'm a Tao Chang practitioner. I received Da'ai, but I don't have all the calligraphies. So we will practice with Da'ai, but with the mantra Da Qianbei. So April, if you'd like to show the slide with the calligraphy Da'ai. We will first trace with our 5 fingers joined together. So join your 5 fingers together. Remain seated for now, and later we will stand up to trace. And I would like you to trace slowly each line of the calligraphy, and we will chant the mantra in Mandarin. Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Ru Rou Bu Zhen, Qi Shu Jing Jin, Shi Jian Bei, Die Wang Zhang, Da Jian Bei, Da Jian Bei, Ru Rou Bu Zhen, Qi Shu Jing Jin, Shi Jian Bei, Die Wang Zhang. Greatest humility, heal me, dissolve my ego. Greatest humility, heal me, dissolve my ego nature. 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 And you ask the calligraphy, dear calligraphy, that I love you, honor you. You have the power to remove my blockages in my heart and soul related to my yin or yang ego. Help me stay connected with people with my heart open. Do a good job. Thank you. Greatest humility, greatest humility, greatest humility. Heal my ego nature. Keep tracing. Greatest humility. Heal my ego nature. 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 And you can ask, heal my anger, heal my silence, help me to voice what is important to me. Please heal my sadness or grief. Help me align with the source, to connect with the source. Please heal my yang ego nature, thinking that I'm right, to complain. Let go of complaining. Let go of being right. Let go of remorse. Let go, let go, let go, let go. Humbly. Greatest humility. Heal me. Greatest humility. Heal me. Greatest humility. Heal me, greatest humility. Heal me. Now close your eyes. Complete the calligraphy and close your eyes. Breathe in. Greatest humility, Da Qian Bei. Breathe out any discomfort, disturbance in the heart, any negative memory, negative emotion. Let it go. Breathe out any discomfort. Breathe in Da Qian Bei. Connect with the source. Breathe out the discomfort at the mind or heart or physical body. Breathe in Qi Shen Hu Zhuo. Let it out. Xi Shen. Breathe in Tao source field. Breathe out discomfort. Breathe in Tao quantum healing field. Breathe out discomfort, disturbance, negative message, and let it go. And now we're going to stay still for 2 minutes. Absorb the Da'ai calligraphy. Absorb the field. Receive the purest, most positive field to transform ego nature in humility. Humbly request the field to heal you. Go deep inside the body. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And relax. We can stop share screen. Yes. So write in the chat, how do you feel? What did you become aware of? This is like Tao consciousness. What are you aware of? Share in the chat. What did you become aware of with greatest humility? And I want you to know that our sessions are deeply confidential. You only share about these sessions about yourself. You don't talk about anyone else's comment. It's deeply confidential. So, yes, are you willing to share, Sudesh? What are you feeling relieved about? Are you willing to share a little bit more, Sudesh? Yes, open your mic. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Christina, for posting that. Yes, it takes some time, and to be aware of that, it takes time. And be kind with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be soft. Be like water. Acknowledge the emotion and be like water. Yes, gentle and soft does not mean passive, right? Yes, gentle and soft is to say the truth with kindness, with gentleness. And I was working with a client today that was very suicidal, a person with bipolar disorder, and the person tends to be passive. And I said, where have you learned to be passive? And we went back to the source where that learning behavior, learning to be passive is not to be aligned with the source. The source wants you to be confident. The source wants you to be happy and strong and confident and to align with the truth. The truth is that we can transform anything. We can achieve everything. And for that, we also need to be humble to say, I need to practice something new. So the practice to connect with the source is something new. And to have the humility to say, I need to practice more. Yes? And address, yes, Annie, that's exactly that. Address the problem softly and 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 gently without losing yourself. Yes. Persistence. Yes. That's the true meaning of that one, that Qian Per, transform persistently. Continue persistently. Yes. So Sudesh, that's very good. I am relieved of the financial pain you're going through and causing your wife a great stress. Know that that can change. That can change. Yes. So Anna Gelbert writes, how can I heal my reactivity to family triggers? By going inward, taking a deep breath, and asking for what you need or what is important gently, gently. I remember, listening to, I listened to many spiritual teachers, and, you know, to be able to say, that doesn't really work for me. What would work for me? And to stay connected and see what would work and negotiate that space. What would work for me is this. And stay connected in the field and find something that would work. What is what we call a win-win situation. What would work for the other person? What would work for you? You stay in the field and it's a win-win situation. Yes, you're staying connected, you're staying gentle and stuff and soft, not competing, asking gently for what would work for you. And persistently say, that's what I'm working on to transform. I'm working on it persistently. Yes, great, wonderful. So let's do the Dan practice, which means we do a stand-up practice. And before actually, we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper in that Qianbei. Going deeper in that Qianbei means that think about a recent situation that was less than harmonious and gentle. A situation when you were aware that you were activated, maybe the anger, maybe the frustration, maybe the going silent, maybe disconnecting. Take one situation that comes to your mind, a recent situation that was less than harmonious. Maybe you talked back with an angry voice, or maybe you disagreed with the person and you may even went as far as saying, well, I want nothing to do with you, or I don't want to connect with you ever. I just heard that from someone today. Actually, my neighbor said that, you know disconnecting completely, which is not quantum at all. The grand unification field wants us to stay connected in a good way. Again, that doesn't mean you have to marry the person or have the person as your best friend. No, that means staying connected in a good way. Now, connect with that incident and ask in your heart for forgiveness. I forgive myself. Connect with the quantum field that is coming to us through the calligraphy. Ask the quantum field of that I to transform the situation and to trace it. So the slide number 14, and if you want to post it, so everybody stand up. Slide for April, if you want to post the slide 14, Da Qian Bei. Everybody stand up, feet parallel. Yes, the one with the words, the one before, actually. Okay. It's okay. Keep it. That's perfect, April. That's perfect. I'm going to listen to Master Shah, the song. Trace with your abdomen. Connect with the field. Ask the field to transform your issue. And we trace the I. Everybody stand up. Show your camera. Turn on your video. Start tracing the calligraphy. Dear calligraphy, the I, please transform my ego nature. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we start tracing. We trace the I, but we say Da Qian Bei. Da Qian Bei. It's okay, we can trace any calligraphy with any mantra.
Great is humanity. 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 Great is humanity.
Trace the calligraphy and sincerely ask in your heart, heal me, let it go. Qichin Hujuo, deep breath in and trace. Chant with Master Sha. Qian Bei. 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 Deep breath in. Keep tracing. Let go of situations of conflict. Let go. Stay connected with people with an open heart. Staying connected brings harmony, organization, and feeling good. It opens the heart. Stay connected. Keep tracing. Go all the way down to the bottom of the calligraphy. That I, we were chanting that Qian Bei. So we can stop the sharing of the screen. Thank you, the calligraphy that I, for helping us go deeper with that Qian Bei. And the reason is there's no that Qian Bei available on Google. I always use public calligraphies, and I don't have that Qian Bei calligraphy from Master Sha. So we're using the Da'ai calligraphy to create the field tonight. And so I would like to hear from you. Is there something tonight that you learned about humility? And for me, I always have situations in my life that I can see, oh, wow, that's a moment of humility. So in my relationship with my partner, and like one day he wanted, and boom, I interrupted him. Ooh, moment of humility. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And then he said, yeah, you do that sometimes. You just go and interrupt me. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit trying to, say something that I know better. Wow. Moment of humility. I'm so sorry. He caught me and I caught myself. I said, silence. And then I do the same thing with my sons, right? They're talking. He says, listen twice as much. And then, mm-hmm. And then, validate. So listen, listen, listen. And for you, maybe when there's something activated and you want like, I need to say something. This doesn't work for me. How do you deal with this? With humility. So please, I would take 3 live comments. And if you'd like to share openly, what did something that you learned tonight about humility? I know some people came in late. As a summary, we saw that there's yin ego and yang ego. And the best is to have a balance where you are soft and gentle. You can ask for, you can have conversations, and you're like water. You're just like water. You're moving through the conversation in a soft and gentle way. No arguing, no competing, listening, and then sharing what works for you, what doesn't work for you in a kind way. So let me read. Yeah, yes, Annie said, yes, I get it. Out of my shell, into the light with a more open heart. Important not to disconnect with thoughts, words, or actions. Yes. Yeah, Heather writes, I will try to not fill in spaces in conversation. I will let others find the time to finish. Yes, yes, yes. And Christina, I never thought about humility as maintaining what it is I feel and need and being gentle and soft. Yes. I have thought of humility as having to let go of what I need. No. What you need is important because this is like nurturing our soul. The soul needs love. The soul needs uh, understanding. The soul needs consciousness, mind consciousness. The soul needs heart consciousness. The soul needs the whole consciousness. Yes, connect with consciousness. The Sudesh writes, the faster you understand to accept the guilt, the faster you will feel better. Yes, accept whatever you're feeling. Accept it, feel it, feel it, feel it, and align with the incredible love of the source. Yes, oh, thank you, Christina. It is a very important aha moment. Yes, this is so important. Humility is to be vulnerable. Humility is to be vulnerable. I had an incredible humbling moment with my son this weekend because it's hard to see family members dying. It's hard to be in the I am in the field of death because my sister-in-law passed away, and we were talking about death and aging, and it's difficult to witness people aging and having people dying. And we had a real heart to heart moment. And I had tears coming down, and my son was really there. in an incredible, vulnerable moment. And for me, it is being humble, humble to say things the way they are and to have an honest conversation. It's scary sometimes to witness someone losing their mental abilities. It is hard. It is humbling. Yeah. So, Anna, you have your hands. Please share.
Oh, thank you. I am very grateful for this class. It was just amazing. Driving back home, I was thinking about similar issues, and I try to come up with the explanation for this inflammatory situation sometimes happening between me and my sister, and we are very, very close. We are like two halves, and at the same time we trigger each other. And so today I was very, very interested to learn about yin and yang in the aspect of humility. And when I was young, I was more like yin. And then in my older age, I became more like yang. So I worked for years over, mainly due to experiences with my mother-in-law, how to balance these emotions and be basically spiritual about it, whatever. And I was thinking, how do I react to reactivity of my sister, who reacts to what I say, which is completely innocent, and she is like triggered and blows up. So yes, this class is fantastic because it gives me the answer how to be balanced and how to protect myself at the same time to influence her field differently. It means in a peaceful, exactly as you say, this watery way, or even just very loving and very compassionate way, instead of answering, like instead of coming up to the same frequency.
Yes. Wow, beautifully said. Instead of responding in the same frequency, which is agitated frequency, like, oh, something is rattling. So that's part of Tao science. You don't align or entangle yourself with the frequency of the agitation. You ground yourself. You take a deep breath. Shishin Yujo. You align with the field of love. You align, you ground yourself. Take a deep breath and say, I understand. And you connect with what the person is experiencing without being entangled in it. You stay connected with the field while all this is happening. Like you say, we are in the eye of the hurricane. You are in the eye of the hurricane, not being, you let it pass. You breathe in deeply. You don't get entangled in the negative field, in the tension. And you, even with yourself, you don't respond from that place of agitation or negative agitation. You stay connected with the field, acknowledge how you feel, and stay connected with the positive field. It
Yeah.
takes it takes practice. So thank you so much, Anna, for sharing that.
And I wanted to add that it's also perfect that we practice on the eye. In my car, I got to the conclusion that actually we both have to open our hearts more. So I will be working on our message center, on both for us, for both of us.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm going to read some more comments. So, oh, wow, interesting. Andrea writes, I interrupt a lot. My whole family does. I have been trying to change that to allow others to have their airtime uninterrupted. Yes, this practice is good for them as well as myself. It takes them to feel that they are important to me, which they are. Yes, beautiful. You know, everyone is sharing such important messages. And before I close, I want you to know that, yes, thank you for your condolences. I don't want to cry, so I'm going to chant love, peace, and harmony with all of you. Yeah, let us chant love, peace, and harmony and connect with the beautiful song to heal the grief, to heal the pain as we experience losses. And connecting with all of you tonight is easing my pain. So let us chant. Thank you for your condolences. Thank you for your love. And also, actually, before we chant, some announcements. And April, if you'd like to post the slide for the announcements, the last one. So because of the transition of my sister-in-law, and I will be with my family next week, so we will not have a class next Monday, but we will have a class Monday the 16th. So we skip 1 week, and class number 6, Da Hershey, Greatest Harmony to Resolve Conflict. So we will go deeper into resolving conflict. And the announcement is, if you'd like to receive the Guanyin Crown Chakra blessing for kindness, it's usually $300, and tonight is $200 to open your heart to kindness. And you can register any family member as well to receive the Crown Chakra blessing for kindness. And also take the link for the free Wednesday classes with Jimena Gavino at our Vancouver Center, and the free Monday classes with Master Sha on Facebook. Every Monday on Facebook at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. So thank you so much for your love. And I invite you to open your videos and chant love, peace, and harmony. Oops, thank you. And chant with Master Sha. Thank you for your kind words tonight. Actually, I would chant with you. I love my
I love
heart
my
and
heart and
soul.
soul. Start.
I
I
love
love
all
humanity. I love
humanity.
my heart and soul. I love
Join
humanity.
hearts
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 and
and
souls
souls
together.
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 Love,
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 peace,
peace, and
harmony.
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 Love,
Love,
peace,
Love, peace,
peace,
and
and
harmony.
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 I love
Love
I
my
love
my
my
heart
heart
and
and
soul.
I
soul.
Love
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 my
humanity.
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 Join
Join hearts
Hearts
and
and
hearts
souls
souls
together.
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 Love,
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 peace,
peace, and
and
harmony.
harmony.
love,
Love,
peace,
Love,
peace,
peace,
and
and
harmony.
harmony.
Thank you, everyone. And most importantly,
Thank you.
let us thank Master Sha and Dr. Rulin, who are bringing to us the greatest teachings of Tao science, the Ten Da, and particularly tonight, Da Qian Bei. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Master Sha. Thank you, Dr. Rulin. Love you, love you, love you. And we say Gong Song, Gong Song, Gong Song. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Dr. Monique.
You're very welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye for
you,
now.
Love
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Love you.
Yes.
Bye. Thank
Take care.
And if you'd like to receive the Quran Chakra blessing, please stay with me. And now we will close the recording. You can close the recording, April. And those who'd like to receive, please stay with me.
Love you, love you, love
Otherwise,
you, Marie.
goodbye.